What is going on, guys? Thanks for being here. I think there's a couple people here already. Appreciate that. It is Chad and Brian, Flying Brian himself.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for checking out the live video. So today is the day that we were supposed to be going live with Midwest ATV, but he had some family stuff going on, some personal struggles he's going through. So keep him in your minds. But we had this plan, so we figured we would jump on, do a little webcast with my buddy Flying Brian, and talk to you guys. So if you're coming in, say what's up. We appreciate all of you being here. And we're going to talk some side-by-side and ATV stuff. We're going to talk the new Talon. We're definitely going to talk some scrambler stuff, some sportsman stuff. So, hey, Fiona.
Hey, Fiona.
What's going on? So, like I said, appreciate you being here. Brian, take it away.
And guys, I love having the nickname Flying Brian. 285 pounds, so I can't say that flying is usually in with my name. But guys, we're gonna have some fun tonight. I mean, we're doing this. We love it. It's great. Get some feedback from you all. We're gonna talk
Brent's
about some of the hey Brent, see some of the new stuff. I'm still gonna give Brent a hard time because it gets cold and he can't bring the wheeler. He has to bring something with doors and a heater. So sorry, buddy.
Yeah, if you guys if you didn't catch 2 videos ago, I believe Brent Johnson, he's the one that has the 2019 XP Premium that he let us do the video on. And Brent's an awesome dude. We've gone on a couple rides with him now, and he had the Polaris Ranger with the heated cab last time we were out because it was a little cold. So we're going to josh him about that for a while. B, what's going on, man? B Breckner. B's got some. He's got a scrambler. He's got RS1. If you guys haven't seen his channel, you should definitely check him out. He's starting to put up some pretty good stuff. Brian, what's up? That's Brian from. He rides with Richard from Elemental ATV.
Oh man, there you go.
He's got the. Well, you got a 500 Sportsman, right? Yeah. So, Brian, appreciate you being here, buddy. That's awesome. So, one of the things we wanted to talk about was Honda.
Oh, we got GTB in the house.
One of the things we want to talk about, Honda finally released the price on the Talon 1000R and the 1000X. Correct me if I'm wrong. The 1000R is at $29.99 and the 1000X is at $19.99. Initial thoughts, go.
My thoughts for $1,000 more, you'd be crazy not to go for the bigger one. I mean, you're looking at like this, you're going trailing arms versus A-arms, wider. I mean, 64 versus 68. My big thing is, why did they not go 72? Is it because maybe 72 is a little too wide? Because, a lot of these machines, you take a 64-inch bike or buggy, I'm gonna get a little hassle over that. 64-inch buggy, put some offset wheels on, you're probably sitting right at 68. So I'm super excited about it. Do I love the Turby D? Yes, I do. Is there some things I don't like about it? Yeah. But hey, I'm definitely the Honda Talon has my attention.
Yeah. Brian said that he has a 200. Oh, it's a 2006 800. My mistake. I robbed you of 300 cc's there. Still badass. He's hucking it through super mud, following Richard around and stuff. That's got to be crazy. That's got to be crazy. Tyler Parks, welcome. Thanks for being here. Would you like the bigger one? Hashtag hugger.
No, I don't want the bigger one. The Talon, yes, the bigger one. It only makes sense to me. I mean, seriously, I had a 1000S, absolutely loved it. I was one of those guys that always argued that 60 inches is perfect. No reason to go 64. I go 64, and then I'm eating my words because, the guys were right. 64, you don't really notice it. The ride's a whole lot better, and it's good. And
nowadays the trails are wide enough to accommodate it. I mean, everywhere we go, a 64-inch machine is normal. You know what I mean? You're starting to see more and more 72-inch wide machines. So you go out to Hatfield, McCoy, you go to Blue Holler, you can get pretty much anywhere So bigger machines are the wave of the future. That gives me a little bit of indigestion because I'm an ATV guy and all you guys freaking riding side by sides, ruining trails, digging up ruts, making it rough for all of us purists. I know there's still a few of you out there. I know it. There's still a few of you out there that are ATV purists, unless you're a crossover hack like our buddy Brent, and having the Ranger and then having the Sportsman. That guy just, some guys can't have it all.
Yeah, I can afford one payment. So right now that payment is the Turby D.
Han dude, hey, thanks for being here, buddy. Congratulations on crossing 2,000. Han dude's super badass. Follow him on Instagram and subscribe to his YouTube channel. So if you guys can, check each other out, because there is a lot of good channels in here. You'll get a lot of good content. Fat Man Fishing, hey, thanks for being here, buddy.
Fat Man
I'm
Fishing.
a tricycle kind of guy.
Well, now the best comment is, look at these two redneck hillbillies here doing a live stream. This is actually pre-recorded, just to let you know, buddy. So see, we are that high tech.
Yeah, we foresaw all these coming in. Yeah, dude. Dude, appreciate the support, man. We appreciate you being here. We're just having fun, making sure that you guys all check each other out. Because like I say, we love ATV and side-by-side videos. I watch them all. I'm a simple man. I see a four-wheeler thumbnail and I click it.
Hey, everybody knows how it is on Sunday evening when you're kind of tired. The wife is taking a nap. Oh, don't forget the Maverick. Sorry about that, Brent. But yeah, I mean, you know how it is on Sundays when the wife needs to take a nap and you started looking at YouTube, and next thing you know, you're in the wormhole. But man, I mean, a lot of you guys, you all got some great channels. Some stuff, God bless you. This swamp mud, I see a mud puddle, I get scared, man. So I mean, I'd love to ride with you all, but I think you all would hate it.
Yeah, we go over or we go around. Yeah, but we can't go through because we both ride Polarises.
Hey, Fat Man Fishing, this is for you. I've got to. Yes, it's Stokers. I can't afford the really expensive stuff like Grizzly. Yeah. So you all go on, chit chat it up, and I've got to get myself a little pinch of goodness.
People don't want to sponsor us, but we definitely support the Stokers. Kentucky proud, local Stokers and Benchmark 8. That's my game. Joe, thanks for being here, buddy. Joe hates mud too. Well, look, everybody with a brand new Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 hates mud. They don't want to get them out and muddy. Look, my XP is finally getting clean now from a ride 2 weeks ago. Brett was out there with us. We were just hucking it through the snow, and that thing, like, I need to take the skid plates off the bottom and freaking deep cleanse it because it is crazy everywhere. And I know that's what you're trying to avoid. The Hunter, hey, buddy, thanks for being here. A lot of good comments. I've had a lot of good conversation with you lately on our videos. Truly appreciate all those comments, buddy. And definitely thanks for being here. You better spit that in a Budweiser can. Because Redneck's proud. Oh, he's going to be super disappointed.
Oh, I'm going to really make you feel bad. Designer
water. Crazy. So, yeah, we are not, if you're not too familiar with the channel, we are trail riders. We like to go fast. Brian's got the Turby D Stage 2 tuned. I've got the Polaris Sportsman XP 1000 not tuned at all because that is plenty fast for me. Huck that bitch at 82 miles an hour is where it tops out. And I would say we've been in the 50s on the trail. We do it safely. We go yes, we ride during the week. We ride at Blue Holler when it's closed. We're friends with those boys. They let us come out there on a weekday and just absolutely shred through the trails, get videos for them and stuff. But that is our bag. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, and I got to give a shout out to GTB, my riding partner. He's kind of skipped that on me the last 2 times. And the Turby D does not ride the same way without you, buddy. So I miss you. I don't know if we broke up. You didn't tell me about it, but I need you back, buddy.
Joe just plowed his driveway 30 minutes ago in Connecticut. Yeah, I bet you're getting some nasty stuff out there with the XP too, huh? Sweet. I bet that thing plows like an absolute beast. Hunter, thank you. Appreciate it. Fat Man Fishing. It's cool. I got to watch my sexy figure too. Yeah. We figured that we would probably break the internet because this much good looking on one webcam. Like the screen's not cracked yet. So, hey, Richard's here. Hey, Richard.
Hey, what's up, Richard?
What's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Richard just posted a picture of his workbench. If you are, I can't imagine anybody not being subscribed to Elemental ATV who's here, but definitely check Richard out. He's one of our favorite channels. We got him on the casting couch. He just posted a picture of his workbench, and it is a mess. The man is chaotic as hell, which just absolutely cracks me up. I like seeing him do backflips into his freaking sheds trying to find what was a 17 millimeter. That's throwback. He put it back up on his Throwback Thursdays. Definitely Elemental ATV. We're going to be there tomorrow for you, buddy, because Throwback Thursdays, look forward to that all the time. How do Turbo keep up with the other machines? Yeah, definitely. That's fair.
I don't know. I mean, the guys we ride with, I mean, we got an X3 in the crew, got the Double X. We got Martha White, the 4-seater. Betty White. Oh, man, I'm going to hear that.
You're going to be mad.
But, man, the Turby D does good. And to be honest with you, I mean, the dynamic suspension, everybody talks about how great it is. I'm going to be honest with you. If you ride slow, you will absolutely hate it because it is a turd. It will beat you to death. But when you get up and going, the world's difference. I don't know if I can deal with something again. The Talon, don't get me wrong. If the wife allows me another payment, as soon as I've got, hold on, honey, let me explain this first. I've got a tendency to get a new toy every year. The Turby D is the first one I've absolutely loved. I've had Wildcats. I've had them all. I love them. But if I decide to get a new toy, man, I might slow down a bit and get the Talon just because it looks cool.
You heard it here, folks. We make financial mistakes based on looks alone. It's absolutely true. 027ZRX. How is riding at Blue Holler? Blue Holler is awesome. Blue Holler is in our backyard, so we are there all the time. I think we've been over every inch of that park. We know the park like the back of our hands. Those guys have been very good to us, Leonard and Kevin. They maintain it all the time. They've got a couple of tracks out there. They've got like more of like a motocross track, we say. And then they just put in like a mile-long side-by-side track they're going to do some races on. So Blue Holler, if that's a driving distance for you, that's definitely a place worth checking out. The sand caves are awesome. Central Kentucky is beautiful. That's why we live here. So it's definitely scenic, and it's definitely a good time. Wait a little bit because the weather sucks right now. But springtime's a good time because that's when Kevin gets out and really puts some work on the trails.
Yeah,
they're all in good shape.
The welcoming committee when you pull up there, awesome. But I'm telling you, we've been to a lot of parks. Nobody takes care. Kevin and Leonard put their heart and soul into this place. And man, it shows. I mean, we did have to do some tree removal for them last time we went riding. We sent the invoice. I'm for sure to get paid eventually. But man, that place, it is. I mean, it's legit.
Definitely. Joe, when are you coming to PA? So I might be making a trip up north in April. I've talked to Marauder Michelli about it. I've talked to a little bit to oh my God, he's going to freaking kill me. Trevor from North Country Boys. Might hook up a ride with them in PA sometime in April because I'm going to go up to see the folks. My folks live in upstate New York. And if I can get out and do the AOAA, the anthracite? Is it anthracite? Anthropine extinction freaking riding place. Whatever you call it out there, I would definitely want to get out there. And I'll hit you up, Joe. I'll hit you up on Instagram, let you know when I'm coming out there. Fat Man, is there a Chevy is the best? No, Ford is the best kind of. You've been watching too much Dirt Obsession because we're like, Polaris is the best. No, Can-Am is the best. No, Wildcat. We can't decide. They're all whatever you can get the best deal on.
Exactly. They all tear up. They all got to be cleaned after riding.
Richard says that he hasn't been in a side-by-side yet. Maybe I'll get one. Maybe I'll get out this summer in one.
You're scaring me, man.
You need a boat.
Yeah.
All you mud guys, you really need jet skis. I'm going to be honest. Han Dude, yeah. Richard, we know Han Dude's here. Definitely. Definitely appreciate both of you being here. And you both need jet skis because I don't understand what y'all are doing. You huck those machines through super nasty mud and then you wrench on them constantly. It makes for super entertaining videos. So we truly appreciate it.
Every time I watch it, I'm like, yes, I would not do that. So, but I appreciate you all doing it.
Batman wants to take us out fishing. We go to PA. Oh, cool.
Hey, we got
PA area.
What about Joe here? 13 hours for me, but I'll be there.
You can.
If you're planning on coming to Blue Holler, come on, holler at us. We'll be there.
Yep, you let me know about that one too. So definitely. Like I told you, there's better places between here and there to ride. I would not drive past Hatfield McCoy if you haven't been there. Just based on the amount of riding there is out there. Not that I'm dogging Blue Holler. Blue Holler is our home. We love Blue Holler. But there's some good places to ride between here and Connecticut that I wouldn't want to pass up for sure.
Oh, Richard, where you guys work?
Steel is true. Ooh, what did he say?
Where do you guys work?
I
work at Kimball Midwest, sales manager, over big old chunk of Kentucky, Indiana, a little bit of Illinois, a little bit of Tennessee, big chunk of Indiana. Anything you need to fix something, my guys sell. Love it.
This will sound way cooler and mysterious than it really is, but I can't really say. So
he does have an important job.
It's not that cool.
It is cool. You got to have clearance. I'm sorry, man.
It's not that cool, but I can't say. But it's not a job that supports this habit. Let's just leave it at
that. It does support this habit. He's got 2 motorcycles I'm looking at. We got an XP 1K behind me that is, trust me, it supports the habit. He's in the CIA.
The habit is ever growing. He's in the CIA, but yeah.
I
wish it was that cool. It's definitely not that cool. I was going to go, Joe, but can't. Oh, side conversations are awesome.
Yeah.
Like I say, check each other out, support each other. That's really what this video is about. We appreciate all the support. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which they say is some sort of benchmark on YouTube. We don't pay attention to those kind of things.
I've not slept in 3 days.
We don't pay attention to those kind of things, but definitely appreciate all the support out there from all of you, and really appreciate you being here. And no, I am not in the CIA.
And I mean, too, it's kind of weird how we come up with the dirt obsession, but we just like, I'm not a Polaris fanboy. I got the Turby D because I got a crazy, stupid deal on it. Even though my wife would probably disagree with that. But we like doing what we're doing out there riding. We like making goofy, informative videos.
It's craving the Kentucky nectar. Where's my bottle's gone already? Hey, we all crave the Kentucky nectar sometimes. That is my code for bourbon. We are in the bourbon belt too. So
we definitely are.
Perfectly natural. It is like Kool-Aid around here. So that's just how it is. But yeah, back to the Polaris fanboys. Yeah, we try not to be fanboys, but we are fans of our machines at the time because we really like pushing the envelope. So I'm a big fan of Yamaha. I've ridden Yamaha a lot. I've had Yamaha motorcycles, ATVs. First four-wheeler was an '89 Yamaha Warrior, and the one I had before, Indestructible, right? And then, I destroyed it. I tried to freaking huck it over a mossed over stone fence, and I broke just about every damn thing in the four-wheeler and a couple things in my body.
The one bad one you had there.
Yeah. But then I had the 2016 Yamaha Grizzly, and is that whiskey? Yes, Richard.
It's bourbon. Whiskey. It's a little
bourbon lighter
whiskey, but yeah.
Man whiskey is what it is. it's a drink for men. So yeah, I love the Yamaha Grizzly, but I had the 2016, and in 2016 they had the 708, and I did a video on this about how the 708 is dead, and that's a good thing for Yamaha because the 708 was not Yamaha's finest hour. It smoked a lot. The transmission, the CVTs, and the Grizzlies are second to none. They are stellar above all. Absolutely crazy. They have a 10-year freaking belt life warranty on the new machines. That's how much Yamaha's like, it's not going to break. It's just it's not going to happen. So if it breaks, which it won't, we'll just give you a new one, because 10 years is, I mean, if you're riding all the time like we are, 10 years is that's the life of an ATV. It ain't going to last much longer than that. But why haven't they stepped up the CC game? So I have a theory about that, and it has to do with carbon credits and carbon emissions and the fact that side-by-sides are killing the ATV industry. But that's a whole different rant. They're not going to put a parallel twin in the Grizzly platform right as is, because they can't. It's not big enough. The Grizzly is ergonomically sound. It feels great when you sit on it. It's narrow in the seat. It's a very plush ride. The Grizzly rides excellent. But in the chassis, as of now, there's no way they could fit a parallel twin in it. They'd have to completely redesign it. And they just redesigned it in 2016, and it didn't do so well. So they had to go back to the 686, which is bulletproof as hell, and that's plenty of power to have fun on. So I don't think they are going to step up their game. I don't think they're going to put the 850 twin in the chassis, because they'd have to completely redesign the Grizzly. And I think that Yamaha is going to spend most of their R&D funding on producing sport side-by-sides, improving the YXZ, making the YXZ more, what would say, sound for the East Coast, because they have some clutch issues out here. That's just the way it is. Like, people are busting through them unless they have that recluse clutch. I mean, even then they're breaking through them sometimes. If you guys don't watch Adrenaline Junkie Productions, they've got one of the 16s, and they've just busted the crap out of the clutch in those. But the YXZs are awesome. We see guys having a ton of fun out on those Yamahas, but I don't think that the ATV market is worth it, especially when Polaris and Can-Am are running away with it. They're running away with the big bore market. The Outlander is getting better every year. The Sportsman is getting better every year. When they first redesigned the Sportsman in 2017, they had an issue with the pinion plates. They had some issues with the clutch, and they've continued to improve those. And I think that the 2019 Polaris Sportsman XP1000 is super sound. The 850 and the XP1000 are super, super sound machines. They've fixed a lot of the issues that people have had with them. I think anybody who gets that is going to be super happy with it. You're not going to have the clutch issue that I had. You're not going to have the pinion plate issue busting. They are capable of absolutely running to death. You can ruin your day, and you can ruin the machine's day with the speeds that they're capable of. Absolutely. But I think that they're 100% sound. Good answer. Makes sense. I've had a YFZ in 2005 till I busted my knee on it. Yeah. Joe, sorry you busted your knee.
Yeah. Then we got somebody here. What ATVs are on the do not buy list from Fat Man Fishing?
Oh, say what ATVs are on the do not buy list? Anything Chinese.
The leftover Arctic Cats.
Yeah. Look, the Arctic Cat Mud Pro, the TRV, the 700s, and the 1000s, I think those are solid ATVs. I am not impressed with the Alteras, the 500s and below. We were out at $5 Holler. Some guy was having brake issues on his newer Altera. I think it was a Wildcat leftover. I don't think it was a Textron Altera. I was not impressed. It felt super cheap. The brakes locked up as soon as he hit them. He thought the brakes weren't working because they locked up immediately and slid. And I know that you can adjust the brakes, but they just the machine felt cheap and chunky. Yeah. And if I were going to get a cheap machine, look, you can buy two Sportsman 500s for the price you can get one of the thousands for. And I would definitely get another reason why we like the Polaris is the aftermarket. For Polaris, for days, when they're, you see tons of them, so parts are easy to get and all that kind of stuff. But I would say of the big brands, I would not get the Arctic Cat Altera at the 500 or below. The Mud Pro and the 1000 seems like pretty cool. You know, they got the Maxicillas on there.
When you're talking the 500,
they don't make that anymore though.
When you're talking the 500, if I'm not mistaken, is it not like a 420 some cc machine? So that's just another thing. I mean, if I'm going to say I got a 500, make it at least 476 cc's. I'm just weird like that.
So the Hunter, I've talked about this a lot in other comments, but can't choose between a Yamaha or a Polaris. Going back to look at Polaris next Friday to narrow down my decisions for this fall. Buddy, are you talking about side-by-side or ATV? Let me know, because I had a Yamaha and I switched to the Polaris XP 1000, and I did that because the Polaris XP 1000 is more fun to ride. The Yamaha is more reliable, no doubt. Absolutely 100%. Can I give my take on this? Yeah, do it.
The 1000, stupid. No reason in the world to have a 1000. Chad's a big old dude, but I'm telling you, he could manhandle the Grizzly all day long. The 1K behind us, it's absolutely stupid.
You're adding a little over 150 pounds.
I mean, and I'm talking me here, I would go 850. I think it's going to be more than enough than what you'll ever need, because when you're on a bike that big and you can be running 30 mile an hour, blip the throttle and it stands up. No, I mean, I've told a lot of people this. Brent, if you're still here, I know I told you this before we ever met and you commented on the channel. If I could go back and do it again, what would the best decision be? I'd still get the 1000 because that's super fun and it's got the most horsepower. And truth be told, boys, we want the most. We want the biggest and the baddest. If we're telling the truth, that's why they put turbos in them now. That's why they're so freaking big. That's why Can-Am and Polaris are locked into a horsepower war. What? That said, the 850 SP is the best buy in ultra bore ATVs, because at a MSRP of right around $9,000, so right around the price that you could buy a base model Grizzly, you can get the Polaris Sportsman 850 and have 78 horsepower, which is more than, it's about, shoot, it's like 32 horsepower more than the Grizzly. So you'll have all the power, plus you get the Arctic A arms. The Polaris rides every bit as comfortable as the Grizzly, maybe even a little bit more so, because it's you know, it's a little bit more. But like I said, they make 1,000. So this is also my opinion, when I could have got a XP Razor for a whole lot less than a turbo. So, but all I'm going to say is I've watched Chad manhandle the Grizzly, and then one day I watched the freaking XP slam him on the ground and show him that he was the little bitch.
Drag me backwards, boys.
So
I probably took, I don't know, it felt like 20 yards of getting dragged.
One of the first things he says was performance mode not needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's talking about the time that I flipped the XP. I was trying to cross huge ruts out at Land Between the Lakes, which is rutted all to crap on a super steep hill. And I ended up underneath the machine with the machine upside down. And I was holding onto the wheel well for dear life because I didn't want it to just roll, because if it rolled, it was going all the way down the hill. And I was like, I can take a little bit of rock assault on the old backside for the sake of saving this brand new, because it was 6 weeks old at that point, machine before I let it go. Randy, thanks for being here, man. Good to see you. Randy's an old lifting buddy of mine from way back in the day. Good to see you. He says, I like the Polaris. I've had nothing but issues with my XP4, 2 broken axles, 2 broken belts, and a clutch alignment issue with the machine, less than 500 miles on it.
Wow.
Yeah, I can see that. Axles are going to break. And that is the high lifter, right? I think it's the high lifter. Turning those big wheels, you're going to break some axles. Ask Richard. Richard's last couple of videos, he was on a 3-wheeler, essentially, because he busts through axles and then he works on stuff. So Richard rides for 2 hours and then works on his machine for 8 hours. And all of it's entertaining to watch.
And then some days he actually rides a 3-wheeler. So
yeah. Brent Johnson, go big or go home. Yeah, dude, Why do we have thousands ATVs? Because they make them that big.
Brent,
I mean, they're really 952, but they say 1,000 on the sticker, which definitely adds the extra horsepower.
Brent, you need to hush your mouth because you ride around in an enclosed cab with heat on because it's cold outside. So hush it.
Brent's definitely going to get out and rip. He said if I had bought the 850, I'd always wondered what the 1,000 was like.
And that is true.
Yep. Well said. We all would, unless you have a buddy who's willing to let you ride it. I wouldn't do that because you would have bought the 850. I'd just be like, no. Have fun with your 78 horsepower.
You are not helping.
I've got 90. This amp goes to 11.
You're not helping out any because I was literally one day wanting to get an 850. Now I won't be able to because Chad won't respect me because mine's smaller than his.
Yeah.
Again,
it's all about respect, boys. So, that's all we really want out of life. And you only get respect by having the biggest and the baddest machine out there. That is the only way to get it. So that's just old POS. I assume you were not talking about me, sir.
I think he's talking about the 3-wheeler they dug out. I watched 40.
He's got the 2009 800, and he hucks that thing through mud like nobody's business.
Hey, I'm talking about the 3-wheeler that I watched him for 45 minutes.
The ATC.
Dig it out of the garage. I was like, something good's getting ready to happen here, and it did.
Dude, I get zero respect. What are you talking about?
We all love each other here.
No. Oh, he gets zero respect because we aren't talking about Honda. Sorry. The 500s are awesome. You and Swamp Ass rip the crap out of the Hondas. Love watching you guys. I love watching that stuff. But a Honda, the 500 Rubicon, I'll say this. My buddy had a 500 Rubicon. Him and I went out to Hatfield McCoy. He had every bit as much fun out on those trails as I had. I had the Grizzly at that point. He had every bit as much fun on those trails as I had on the 700 Grizzly. The Rubicon is built like a tank. He was so stable because it was heavier than the Grizzly. I forget what the weight is on the Rubicon. But the biggest bike gets the respect. Yeah. But the Rubicon was so stable on the trails that he was zipping right through and around, and I was losing the back end. And we both had a blast. I do think Honda reliability is a little bit of a myth. Sure, you're not going to break a belt, but Honda, guarantee you broke some stuff. Now I say this because recent experience has shown. We were out, and Brent was out there too, so he can vouch for us. We were out on the trail with a brand new Rubicon 500, and the power steering went out.
Yep. And
it was jerking so hard that it was no longer safe to ride. So that was it for the day. So they do break. We all break axles. We all break drive components. All machines are going to break. The motors and the Honda, they're going to go for it. Yeah, put a little bit of oil in them once in a while. Yeah, they're going to go for it. Yeah, you don't even have to. You can just spin them. You can just spit some Stokers. Kentucky proud.
Yeah, GTB has a old school like 250 Honda, and it's so crazy. He would come up to the house, and I'd be like, dude, why's it smoking? He said, I had to put a little bit of oil in it. I mean, so he put oil in it to make it smoke, but it's a beast.
B, what is this? Polaris any better? The most I've broke on our Scrambler was the belt. Yeah, I mean, look, some dudes are just lucky. I'm not a lucky dude. I break. Look, my Grizzly had recalls on it. Starter spring, the 4-wheel drive servo was bad. It started smoking. And Yamaha is up there with the most reliable. Like when you look at, so they don't do reliability numbers for ATVs and side-by-sides. And I wish they would. But the problem is most of us are crazy. That's just a statement of fact. Most of us are crazy who ride side-by-sides and ATVs. We're a little bit of adrenaline junkies. The people who aren't adrenaline junkies are the ones that we're flying past on the trails, and they're eating dust like, oh, those guys are a-holes. We don't like those guys. Y'all aren't adrenaline junkies. Sorry. But most of us, all the guys here in the comments, we're adrenaline junkies. So you're going to break machines. You're going to break all the machines. So that's just...
And I've got to say,
that's just what it is.
I mean, I started out with a Razor 800, went to a Wildcat Sport.
Myth, Honda agrees. It's a myth. It's a myth of reliability on the Honda. He's the authority.
He's going to change his name to like
no. Him and I have had this conversation before, and Honda, what was it that we were talking about? Where I said Can-Am dude. Canned Ham Dude just doesn't. Yeah, that's what it was. Canned Ham Dude doesn't have the same ring to it. He has to ride Honda. His YouTube handle won't allow anything else. and his Instagram handle. So that's just how it is. Brooke, where are we? 52 miles an hour. Hey, if 52 is good enough for you, then 52 is good enough for you.
52 in a trail.
You can't go 50
crazy.
through. You can't go 52 through the mud, and that's what you boys are doing. Yeah, 52 on the trail is crazy. It would not have kept up with us at Hatfield McCoy, and it would not have kept up with the crazy SOBs that we were trying to follow out at Hatfield McCoy. Let me just tell you, boys, when we were out on those trails, we stayed at Buffalo Mountain Trail House. Yeah. And we were on Buffalo Mountain, and we went through Devil Anse, and we went over to Rock House, and we did 150 miles in a day. And we followed some dudes. We like to ride fast. We love it. We love ripping it up as fast as we can safely. We're always safe about it. But we followed some dudes who scared the crap out of us. They were freaking power sliding through hairpin turns where they couldn't see on the other side.
Kids,
yeah, good. We were like, I can't hang with these dudes. I looked down at one straightaway on the trail, and I was at like 63 or 64 miles an hour trying to keep up with those dudes. And there's a fine line between having fun running fast and absolutely like begging for death, because people screw themselves up. So be safe out there. 52 is fine on any trail for rescue for the RS1. Yeah. Definitely. 52 is fast on a trail. But most of the time, we do not get up to that speed on a trail. And if we ever do, it is because we are there during the week. We know that there are no other riders out there. We have closed the trail down. Like I say, Blue Holler, they let us run out there during the week when the trails are closed. So we know we can run them as fast as we want to. And that's a lot of times, that's how we get like the fast videos. The fast trail riding videos are on enclosed parks or having shut part of the trail down because they've allowed us to do that. Being mean, I just need speed. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I got to catch up. Water skipping at 52 miles an hour. Water skipping. We had this conversation. Yes. Look for one of the upcoming videos, my friends, for some water skipping thoughts. I am on Dude Nello TV. K-Boys, very nice job. Got to go. Richard, thank you, buddy.
See you, Richard.
We might do live videos more if this does well. We were supposed to be on with Midwest ATV today. He had to cancel, like we said, probably before any of you got here. Midwest ATV had to cancel. We were supposed to do the live video with him, so we figured, hey, we already planned on doing it. We already bought brewskis, so we're just going to get on and go live. So that's what we did. But I don't know if live videos are going to be our thing or not, but we definitely appreciate the support tonight. Bye, Richard.
Pockets 0838 DO Apparel. I know we got Too Fast Matt on here now.
Oh, Too Fast Matt's here. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
But Pockets 0838. I don't any DO apparel. You are going to, yes, we will do some DO apparel. A few people have asked that, which surprises us and flatters us. Yes. We want people to rep DO. We've made shirts for ourselves, and people are like, hey, can we have those shirts? And we're so enamored by that, we literally take the shirts off and give them to them. We're like, you want to rep for DO? That's awesome. So I have given away my DO shirts. Matt has given away his DO shirts. I think you've given away. Have you given away your DO shirt?
Nobody can wear my DO shirt. Yeah. So I've still got my DO shirt.
So yeah, we will make some, especially if you guys are interested in it. And we'll try to put it out. Man, I would give every single person who has ever watched or subscribed to our channel a shirt if I could, but we would definitely try to put them out like as cheap as possible, because it's just flattering that anybody would want to rep during the session. So truly appreciate that. Cody O, what's going on, buddy? I hope you got that pod fix. Cody O, he's got a newer channel. He has got, I believe he's got the 1000 Sportsman, and his cousin has one of the blue 850s, and he just rolled it recently. Ooh. Yeah, smash the pod.
So he needs to go to the 570.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to tell Cody O, tell your cousin he needs to go to the 570.
Hey, Cody O, you're 120 kilometers. I don't know how fast that is.
What does that convert? Hang on, I can do this in my head.
It's 34.
That's 1 million miles an hour.
We definitely need to ride, man. If you like riding fast, we're all about that.
Yep. He likes riding fast. I'm enjoying the videos too, Cody. He's got a newer channel, so you guys be sure to check him out, especially if you like sportsmen. 75 miles an hour. I was way off. Yes, the Sportsman Polaris XP 1000 will do 82 miles an hour. Ask me how I know. I know because I've been there. That's where the limiter is. It kicks off 82 miles an hour. I was on a slight decline getting there, but it will pull very hard, well into the 70s. I couldn't find a straightaway long enough to pull it on flat ground, but it pulls hard all the way up to 82 miles an hour.
Yeah, and Matt said that his XX won't go 75, but it will do 71. We'll do 71 on whoops at the, well, what used to be Wildcat. So, yeah. Sorry, Matt, that it's not that fast, but it will do 71 with me and GTB in the passenger seat. And I quote,
71 mile an hour yeah. After he soaked us in mud. That is on our Wildcat XX at Wildcat Off-Road Park video. If you guys haven't seen that, that is a good one featuring the Wildcat XX and Too Fast Matt.
And I've got to say, Matt, I appreciate the fact that it was brand spanking new, break-in period. So he's running like 50, 55 in the whoops. And he's like, hey, Pierce, you want to ride it? I'm like, yeah. So me and GTB get in there, and I'm like, hey, man, this is break-in period. Let's see if we can hit 71 mile an hour. So we did.
Joe, thanks for being here, buddy. He's got to take off. Thank you. Talk to you on Instagram. Shooters, what's up, Junior? What's going on, buddy? Shooters option targets in the house. He's got a sign made for me. I got to go get him. If you all need some gift ideas for side-by-sides or ATV people, check out Shooter Option Targets on YouTube and hit him up on Facebook, because Junior can make you metal signs painted. They look awesome. He makes fire pits. He'll make some plates for ATVs and side-by-sides. And his stuff is stellar. So definitely check out Shooter Option Targets. That's our buddy. That's our boy. Hi, Junior. Oh yeah, get him. Yep. Matt, get with Junior for a custom grill. He'll hook you up. He's awesome. So I think we got to the end of the comments. What do you want to talk about? Thanks, man. Keeping the plasma table going. Yes, I know you're busy, especially after Christmas. So, and I know you got a sign for me. I gotta get out there. My wife totaled her car. I'm broke. Ooh, real talk. So what did we talk? So we talked Yamaha. We talked big bore. We talked size. Fastest I've been with the RS1 was 79 in a field, but I ran out of room before I hit top speed. I would guess 82 would be probably where it's limited. That'd just be a conservative guess. Yeah, I would say you're pretty close.
I know the Turby
to the limiter on the RS1.
The Turby D was 82 on it.
I think Thomas has give a bunch of DO shirts out. Yeah, probably has.
We have
his wife's been doing a lot of the printing.
Yeah, Thomas is moving. And we've got to get him back down to Kentucky because he has a brand new X3 with 20 minutes on it. And I don't know if his is paid for, but I have to have some kind of justification to make that payment every month. But yeah, man, I mean, we got to get the whole crew together. And if any of you are anywhere near Kentucky, man, we'd like to ride with you. I mean, we just like riding.
Definitely. That is one of the biggest reasons why we started Dirt Obsession. If you are in or around the central Kentucky area, or you are planning a trip to the central Kentucky area, especially Blue Holler Off-Road Park, and you want somebody to show you around at lightning speed, hit us up.
Right? And Chad always brings sandwiches. So that makes me happy.
Yes. Sandwiches. But seriously, we love the fact that we're getting a lot of support for Dio, and we're having a lot of fun making the videos. And the best part of it has been meeting new people to ride with, because I don't know what about us makes us unappealing, but people don't approach us, and now they do. So,
hey, that's fat guy, aren't you, from Dio?
Awesome.
Yes, I am.
Oh, B, 77 in the field with my videos on the Raptor. Guess it would destroy your Sportsman. Oh, no. If you only hit 77, then I have 5 more miles an hour on you on the Sportsman, but you could probably get that scrambler out, and then we would definitely be having a race there. But no, he modified the Raptor sprockets, right? You did sprockets on the Raptor, and he was out like just giving it a little bit and flipping the front end straight up in the air on that Raptor sprocket. 700. So that was good. That was just getting in the fit, buddy. There it is. Glenn says Chad is a great cook too. That's true.
Yes. If you all notice we had
That's true.
Little video footage.
Not many people watched our Hatfield McCoy videos, and that's okay because those are some of our favorite videos. We had a blast at Hatfield McCoy. We had a ton of fun at Hatfield McCoy. Not sure why the videos didn't do so well. There's some of our least viewed videos on the channel, and but there's a lot of cooking in there. It's cooking with Dirt Obsession. It's very instructional. He shows you how to cook with bacon grease. With bacon grease, I showed Chad how to pack dip. That was kind of a moment for us. It's all about. Oh yes, we'll just. Hey, there is a part in there that is akin to the Titanic in excellence, awesomeness, stellar cinematography, great shooting by our man GTB, yep. And then just fantastic editing. I mean, we had a connection in that video. We have a connection. That's just what it is. But that's all we're going to say. If you haven't seen the Hatfield McCoy videos, appreciate you checking them out. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. Not many people did. You can't keep up, but we would also welcome you on a ride, and we'd wait for you at the intersections. We always do. Hey, we have people all the time that want to ride with us. We're nobody, but they've said that it is cool because we get to the intersections and we're waiting for them. Cody, ATV, you're 1 subscriber away from 1,000 boys, $9.99. Come on, 1 more subscriber. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the shout out. It'll happen. We ain't too worried about it. We started DO in April. We're not trying to break any records. We're just trying to have some fun. Have some fun, man. So it's cool. Subscribe or don't subscribe, but definitely check each other out because y'all would be missing out on a ton of great videos. We're just one big community, if you don't. Yeah, that's really what we're just trying to push that. There's some great channels on here in the comments. I check out pretty much everybody who comments on our channel. I check their channel out, and if they're putting up videos that are more than like a few second clips, you know, like cell phone video, if you put any kind of effort into your videos, I'd always check you guys out and hit the subscribe because I like watching the videos. And if people are watching our videos and they're putting effort into their videos, I definitely want to watch them. So, and especially when it's the ATV and side-by-side stuff. I follow a lot of different channels, like outdoors stuff. I love camping videos and all that kind of stuff. So I got some goofy stuff in the subscriber and in the subscriptions, and some of it's just because of their editing skills. So I get ideas, you know, on some of the stuff that people are doing with edits for making our videos. So definitely like to check all that stuff out. So but thank you for making this a success. And if we are still 1 away from 1,000, thanks, because we got a couple from putting this up, and that's pretty cool. And Too Fast Matt, I am going to hold you to what you said. I am in this year. Yes, you need to be. I'm in this year. Got to get in on that food. Oh, yes, we will hold. That means that Too Fast Matt will be coming to Hatfield McCoy with us. And we are planning a trip to Hatfield McCoy in May. And we are not going to do the trails that we did this last year, which were Buffalo Mountain, Devil Anse, and Rock House. We're going to go to Ashland Resort and do Pinnacle Creek, Indian Ridge, and Bear Wallow, I believe. So it'll be a ton of riding. It'll be super new for us. Too Fat Matt is gonna. I said too fat. Too fast. He's definitely the one. He's like guy. The least fat guy on Dirt Obsession. It would definitely have. And Brent the Viking. I need to Brent the Red or something. We need to come up with a name for Brent, because Brent, his name don't do him justice. He's a freaking Viking. He's a Viking. Yeah, he's a Viking. I'm pretty sure Brent's a Viking. He moves safes for a living. So gosh, Dallet, he is somebody bigger than Brent. Straps them to his back and then puts them into location. So he cannot ride in cold weather.
but he is a burly man.
Yeah, he's definitely burly. So yeah, Brent says he's down for Hatfield McCoy too. So Too Fast Matt, Brent is, I guarantee you, he's going to take the Sportsman to Hatfield McCoy because we've talked about this, and that will be 2.
What if it rains?
What if it's cold? It'll definitely rain. It's West Virginia. I've never been there, and it has not rained. So I'm switching vacations. I'm ready to take a trip. Pockets.
Jalapeno chips. Thomas is my favorite.
You make some of those jalapeno chips, and we're there.
What's bad? The last time I rode with Thomas, he knows I love the jalapeno chips. Gave them to me. I've not looked in the console of my truck in about 4 months. Hey, guess what's in there? Jalapeno chips.
Oh, a little extra crunch on those.
There was zero crunch.
That's okay. Well,
I did try one. I mean, rather chewy.
So yeah, don't expect to be in a video if you go with us to Hatfield McCoy, because like we said, people didn't like our Hatfield McCoy video, and like I'm not butthurt about that at all because I like them, and that's the one I watch.
I still watch them and laugh.
Yeah, I watch them.
I mean, just knowing that there was a picture of a rock penis.
But real quick, while people are still here, some of the other rides that we're going to do this year, we will definitely go to Ride Royal Blue because that's like a given because that's pretty close to us. I want to check out the Thackett Creek portion of Ride Royal Blue because I've been watching the Southern Land Riders out at Thackett Creek, and that looks really cool. And when we did Ride Royal Blue, I think we were mostly in the Ride Royal Blue. Nice push.
Sorry.
I think we were mostly in the Ride Royal Blue area.
Those jalapeno peppers, man, they got me.
Thackett Creek, we're going to have to check out. I've not been.
Sorry.
It's so bad. It's so bad. So Thackett Creek, I have not checked out. I haven't been to Brimstone, so we're definitely got to do Brimstone. Rush, we've been talking about doing Rush for a long time. The problem with Rush is that if we're going out to Eastern Kentucky to Rush, that's like 3 hours. In another half an hour, we can be to Hatfield McCoy, and we're going to have to stay a night because of the drive out there anyway. So that's the problem with Rush. But we definitely want to make Rush. So Interlake we'll probably go to because that's Moonshine Danny's
mud
place
in the world.
Super stink. Blue Holler, we're going to be there. Wildcat, we're going to be there. So like I say, let us know if you're going to be in and around Central Kentucky and get out and ride with us. But I think our time is coming to an end. So I want to sink the XX at Interlake. Yes, you should do that. Too Fast Matt sunk his Sport at Interlake before, and it was super bad. You guys should ride with CW Hobby. He has yes, I follow CW Hobbies. I follow pretty much everybody who has ever put any kind of Sportsman XP 1000 video
he's passed away
on YouTube. No, he's joking because he hasn't put a video up in so long. He used to post. He'd do like 30-second videos, like 1-minute videos, mostly him drag racing, and he would put up just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of videos. And he just stopped 3 or 4 months ago, and he hasn't put up any videos in a long time. So that's why Cody O is saying RIP. So I don't think he really died. Yes, you saw my explanation. I think that's what it is. But that's okay. Dirt Obsession is here for you boys, and we are going to have the Sportsman XP 1000 content constantly. New and exciting videos.
A little Turby D.
Turby D. And the Wildcat XX.
Double X. Little X3. If we can get Thomas to let us borrow it and GTB drive it.
Yeah, I'll just go pick it up. Out of his garage. We got to fix the clutch. But anyway, we want to say we truly appreciate you guys being here. Let us know in the comments afterwards or right now if you guys like the live videos, if you like us hosting live videos, if you are getting subs from live videos. That is awesome. Really appreciate that. Fiona, bye.
Wow, my wife just commented with her maiden name. I don't know what that means, but hello, Fiona McDowell. Woo!
Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys all very much for being here. Truly appreciate the support. It's my email. And we will catch you all on the trails.
Oh, Marauder popped in.
Was that cool? Oh, hey, Marauder. Oh, were you here the whole time? I hope you weren't. I didn't see any of your comments. But thanks for being here.
We love you, buddy.
Kind of late. If anybody is still here and they want to see Sportsman XP 1000 content and John Deere, I forget what kind of John Deere it is, content, definitely check out Marauder Michelli. He's making some great videos, and I'm definitely going to try to ride with him. We love the live videos. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Hey, thanks. Been a blast.
Have a good night.